Welcome back to Factory Sealed. It is February 28th, 2016. My name's Eric Peters, and joining me today, Tom Reagan. Figured out the technology.
Good afternoon. Oh, yeah. I'm on it.
What was that good afternoon you just did?
Just a standard good afternoon, like a normal greeting. Do you guys not do that?
No. It sounded really snooty, like, good afternoon.
Like almost surfer-ish.
It's just like just for flourish, a nice flourish.
But what if it isn't a good afternoon?
Ugh, then you're in real trouble.
Yeah.
You set yourself up for a bad evening.
Well, we'll avoid that. We've got Dan Curtis.
Good afternoon.
Are you underwater?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
I had to trump Tom.
It was a good Trump.
Thank you. Donald Trump.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of Donald Trump, we've got Jess Clarkson.
I hate you.
Is that how you greet people in Canada? I thought you guys were nicer.
I was like, man, I'm going to do like a super nasally good afternoon. Just didn't happen. Threw me off.
Would you like me to reintroduce you so you could try it again?
No, it's good.
Come on, try it. Let's hear it. I want to hear this nasally good afternoon.
Fuck, now I can't do it.
Oh, so much pressure.
It's so hard when there's pressure on you. Good afternoon. No, that wasn't nasally. That wasn't nasally.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Factory Sealed podcast.
You're listening to game.
Your number one retro podcast on the internet. This week we played The Sims.
Oh, shit. I'm going to sneeze now. Oh, man. Whew. Welcome back. How is everyone? Oh, man.
I have catastrophic man flu.
Spiffing, man flu. I have allergies. And how about you, Jess?
I'm actually not too shabby right now.
Good.
Spiffing then?
First.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going. We had a birthday party yesterday for my daughter, and it was not her birthday.
Isn't her birthday in March?
Party?
We did do a dual party because a week ago we had our ultrasound to find out what we're having for kid 2.0, and we decided we wanted to do a gender reveal party, but we also wanted to do a birthday party, but they would have been a week apart or 2 weeks apart. Like, that's a lot for people to come back that frequently for a party. So we just combined them, and we're like, let's have Ellie's birthday party early because the day before her actual birthday, or the day after her actual birthday, we're heading up to Vegas, and it was just too much to plan.
So can I stop you there?
She also doesn't know.
Yes, go ahead, Daniels. Please stop me.
What the hell is a gender reveal party?
It is a party where you reveal the gender of your upcoming child. Because Christy and I didn't know what we were having. It's more exciting than just finding out on a table in a dark room somewhere.
So that's pretty much standard in England.
Well, for Ellie, we didn't find out what we were having until she was born.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of this concept before at all.
Yeah, it's...
Pinterest it.
Yeah.
People make, like, cakes and stuff.
Well, we had... Ellie's birthday party was a Tinkerbell birthday party, so they put on this huge show and just had a bunch of cool stuff. And then our babysitter who takes care of Ellie kind of put everything together and had a box that had, is it going to be a pixie or a pirate? And there were some strings hanging down from the bottom of the box. And we had Ellie pull the strings down and pink confetti and candies came out.
Oh.
So it was pretty exciting.
Cute.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
pretty.
interesting.
It's a pink one. There's going to be...
I thought you had to do it because in America you had to pay to know the gender or something.
No. You're not assigned a gender till you pay?
In America, you have to pay the moment you walk through the hospital doors.
Yeah, but at least you get to walk in more frequently.
We can go if we want. We just get to sit there for hours.
Yeah, or months, die, Well, at least it was free for me to die.
You get seen to straight away, son.
Not if it's super important. Not if it's not super important. I mean, if you walk in with like a exploded heart, then yeah, they'd be like, we should probably see this guy. But if you walk in with a broken finger, they're like, come back next week.
I walked in with a
broken
cough.
bones get precedent.
Yeah, I walked in with a cough and I was seen after 20 minutes.
Okay, you just go like urgent care or something. But what if it's like a
Yeah.
like a long...
Tom goes to Booper.
That's a
James, fetch my
private
Booper Premier Club card.
What is Booper?
For those who are
Booper's
not
private
familiar,
healthcare.
yeah. So you can go private if you want to.
It looks
Yeah.
like when you type in Booper, it comes up with like a smashed Twinkie, cream
Are
filled
you doing
Booper.
BUPA?
Oh no, I'm doing BOOPER. Well, you know, you always say your ERs as an A, so how the hell am I supposed to know?
You've known us long enough now, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like
Yes.
Buppa.
I'm going to call her Booper.
Boopa.
Booper with an ER sounds like a stupid cartoon character.
Yeah, Booper.
Sounds like it should be off Pac-Man or something.
Successfully revealed the gender.
We did. It's a girl.
Woo!
Yay!
And her name is going to be...
Daniel.
Love it.
It's going to be called
Danielle.
what?
No, Daniel. Just straight Daniel.
Ellie 2.0.
Yeah, Ellie too.
That's amazing. That would not cause any issues as sibling rivalry.
When I was teaching, I had a student whose dad's name was Angel. I'm not going to say the last name, obviously, but then he had 4 sons, and guess what?
It's a
All
cake.
4 of their names were.
Gabriel.
No,
Actually, Angel.
actually
Mary.
Angel. All of his sons'
Angel.
names were Angel.
What?
That's brutal. That's the worst, man.
The
How can you
angels,
tell
I
the
guess.
difference?
I don't know.
I mean,
Why would you call
yeah.
a man Angel to start with?
Shut up. Angel from Buffy was a pretty good character.
And, well, I suppose depending on how you pronounce it, but Crisis Core, there was Angel.
It's Angel.
Oh, that's right, Angel. Well, either way, then you can
Maybe
pronounce it
that's what they
Angel.
did.
Angel? Who the hell's...
But they could have pronounced it weird for each son. Like Angel.
Angle.
Angel sounds like a
Angel.
stain.
Andrew?
Oh,
Whatever.
it's starting to Angel.
what's her name? What's her name
Sounds
gonna
like something
be?
your blood does.
Yeah.
Should have a guess the name competition.
Oh, considering we don't have a name yet, everybody's going to lose.
Yeah, I thought it was
Comedian,
Tifa.
then.
No, I'm not going to put that out as a Patreon reward.
Oh.
I think you should.
I mean,
There's nothing wrong with that.
we could have taken Bethesda up on their Skyrim 11-11-11, name your kid Dovahkiin.
That would have been so badass.
I think one person did it.
Yeah.
So there's somebody out there called Dovahkiin.
Yeah.
But you could call like Dova.
Which is even dumber than Dovahkiin.
Oh, hi, Dova.
Doe.
You guys just want my lunch money and not have to beat me up?
No, you teach the kid to boost our rods like bullies. That would make it super cool.
I don't think it would make it any cooler. Because he'd stand there and go, Fusoda! And nothing would happen.
I feel like it would be 1,000 times worse.
I'm just going to lay down so you can kick me in the ribs.
We'll be up to like Elder Scrolls 8 or something by the time he's old anyway, so...
Well, hey, at least the kids will get a free copy of that game.
Yeah.
So, Jess, I have to... actually, I don't know if it was you that hooked me on this or if it was Tom or a combination of both. But this stupid Nico Atsume.
It's like I'm 100% blaming Kat on this.
Oh, yeah, she's the one to blame. I would never have known about this game if it wasn't for her.
It's the dumbest
she's-
thing.
But her
Yeah.
Why are
backyard
you all
was so
playing this?
cool.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Jess, you hadn't played it till Tom told you about it?
No, I had, but I wasn't really taking it super seriously until that conversation. And then I was like, man, this needs to like, I need to make a really cool backyard.
Yeah, right now I've got 5 cats in my backyard. One's in a box. 2 of them are on a podium. One's playing with a ball of yarn, and the other one is on his back with a ball. And you can see
I only have one right now.
I think they went to a lot of effort to actually animate cat buttholes.
Oh, it's my favorite part
That's
about
great.
it.
I would just be in bed and it would be dark, and then I'd suddenly hear that music and the ceiling light up because she opens the app and it's just do 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 do. I'm like, oh god, no!
Play it,
But I
Tom.
can
It's
see
like
the addiction.
crack.
Oh yeah, I have. I've got a couple of cats.
There's
in the
really
Has she
backyard.
spent any money on it?
No, but she's seen almost all the cats, I think, through just sheer like waiting and then doing a bit here and there.
How many cats are there? Holy cats, there is
It's
a
like
lot.
50 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes it snows and the music changes,
Aw.
and then you get like different cats come in. Yeah.
Guys, this sounds absolutely thrilling, by the way.
Yeah. Nico, it was. We talked about it on National Cat Day in Japan.
Yeah, but
Which-
the concept of the game, you have a backyard, and you put a bowl of food out, and cats show up.
Oh yeah.
And that's it.
But
That is
randomly.
the whole concept of the game. And then you can they leave you gifts of like what, dead mice or dead fish?
So it's like a cat lady simulator.
Sardines.
Oh, it's called Kitty Collector. It is Crazy Cat
Yeah.
Lady the game. And here we are playing it.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
you never know when the cats are going to be there. So when you see a cat, you're like, oh, I'm so excited.
gives a
It makes me
shit?
with its presence.
Who gives a shit?
Eric owns actual cats.
Yeah,
I think we all
but
do.
I only have 2 and there's 50 in this.
Oh my god.
We don't have cats, so maybe that's why
See,
Cat
and-
plays it.
I thought initially you had to take a picture of all the cats.
Like Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, so here I am every time like, I've seen this cat like 1,000 times. Do I need to take another picture of him to prove he was here?
I got unnecessarily excited when I had Callie, like, forever come over. But I had never actually seen her. And I saw her last night, and I was, like, super excited to take her picture, which is kind of embarrassing.
It is
Can't
an
believe we're
amazing
even talking
game.
about this, to be honest.
It's a game.
Did you ever go on it, Dan?
No,
You
Did
should
you have a
maybe
cheeky
Chris,
download?
maybe Krista would like it.
she's not playing.
Yeah. She would definitely
bit,
play
like-
it.
Get her in here right now. Let us
She's
explain
out.
this.
She's out.
Get her on the phone.
Excuses.
Have her call in.
Dial in on Skype.
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop. That was the Skype.
Hello, Daniel. Is that you?
I told you I love this cat game.
Wait, there's 2 crystals on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nico Sumer.
I know how to throw my voice.
did we lose Dan?
So
Just can't believe what's happening right now.
my brother has just texted me and he says, "Do I purchase A, Firewatch, B, Minecraft, or C, some sort of turn-based strategy beast?"
Firewatch.
All of the above.
No, not Minecraft.
No.
He's
He's not 8.
he might be. No, he's not.
I don't get
That's
the hype with Minecraft. What's that about?
I've never played it, and
Neither ha- oh, no,
am
I
I
played
missing?
it.
Am I missing something? Perhaps we're all missing something.
I don't think so, but I think we have all matured beyond that obsession of just mindlessly building things.
But we just
But I
played
think
The
it's
Sims.
basically like virtual Lego. And I was all about that Lego life when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but real Lego is so
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
Boy, we sound like old people.
And,
We are.
I don't like CDs. I like my old 45s.
Well,
Let us not forget that I had DVDs last week.
well, what would you go with? What would you recommend?
Well,
Firewatch,
you
Minecraft,
can't just
or
say
SimCity?
some strategy RPG behemoth.
SimCity. He's changed his mind to SimCity.
Firewatch.
Theme Hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, Theme Hospital is sweet.
I prefer Theme Park.
Have you ever played Theme Hospital? You
Yes,
got to
but
pop people's heads with a needle.
I'm sorry,
Seriously?
but I just prefer the idea of building a theme
Doctor
park
needed
than
in
a hospital.
decompression.
Nurse required in ward.
Janitor needed in front entryway. This
Nurse
is a reminder
required.
to not stand in the doorways.
Patients are reminded to not die in the reception area.
I played so much of that game.
Speaking of death,
It
Eric,
is
this
good.
week I sent you a link to an article which got you very excited. You remember?
It did?
Oh, Carmageddon.
Armageddon, baby.
Yes! Oh,
That was
man.
a good segue.
Oh, man. I cannot
Thank
wait.
you, Jess. It's not just him who can do them.
Oh, did you guys watch that trailer?
Yes.
No, I have not seen it yet.
12 seconds into it.
Is
there's
it
a
different?
guy in a wheelchair getting run over. Yeah, it's a new game for PS4.
Oh.
The guy in a wheelchair getting ran over.
Oh, yeah.
Online multiplayer, people.
This game will consume
Wow.
us.
That's it. You're done, Eric.
Done.
This is the rest of your life.
That's when the show will end.
Oh, God.
It'll just turn into the Factory Sealed Carmageddon podcast. You just watch that trailer. It is awesome.
Is it the same as the... Is it not the same as the Steam one that we...
No, it's a new game.
Oh,
Some
Wow.
people have been
shit.
saying it's kind of based on the Steam one, but it looks like they've upgraded it a bit.
Well, there's going to be a lot more
Can...
checks and balances on it because it's going to be on PS4, so it needs to not be a hot pile of garbage.
Can I still drive a
Reincarnation.
jet-powered hearse?
It's not called Reincarnation. Max something or other.
Max
Max
Carnage?
damage.
Max Carnage, I think.
What the hell? Why are there 50 names for these things?
Well, when video games come out and there's a second one in the series, it generally doesn't have the first game's name. It'd be like calling all your kids the same name.
And
Like
Jill.
Angel.
Max damage trailer.
Yes.
That's the one.
Oh, God.
It is so good.
It's an 18 only. 18 plus.
Well,
Oh, Tom, you're not old enough, mate.
I'm not going to watch... Oh, God. The first thing that happens is a guy gets mowed down
in a wheelchair.
in a wheelchair
It's like, we
by an
don't-
18-wheeler truck.
There should be a game mode where there are half the people driving and the other people in wheelchairs and Zimmer frames, and they have to avoid the cars.
That would be impossible.
There's a tanker goes off a cliff.
This is why you don't make games, Eric.
They would never get published.
But I can't believe this is going to be. People don't care
This-
anymore, clearly.
3 different wheelchairs in this trailer.
Oh, yes!
And
there
bicycle, a guy gets taken from the waist down.
cut in half, intestines
half.
spewing everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah. And then some kind of huge police truck. It's not more of a truck, more of a kind of APC.
I imagine this is how people experienced entertainment in the 40s with the radio. Like, oh man, listen to him describe that. Keep going. Okay. Like if they
Yeah,
if
sorry.
they had beauty pageants on the radio, like, and here she comes, she's got the 26, 35, 34, and oh, look at that shimmering bikini on here, and boy, she is really pretty.
They used to
So
actually take measurements and like do ratios at beauty pageants.
You're too fat for this contest. That's my 1940s voice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like the trailer is not as fun as
yeah, absolutely.
the original
Steam one.
trailer that we watched. Yeah.
Agreed. There's no jet-powered hearse.
Why is all this piss on my parade, and where is it coming from?
Eric, I'm very
No,
excited.
I'm saying it's awesome, but I think that the trailer could have been better. Like, there was no soccer match that a car drove through.
I agree
That
with
is
what
true.
Jess.
It's not a Carmageddon unless you break up an intramural soccer match with
It's only the first trailer, people. It's a teaser. And then there'll be more.
and it teased me good.
It teased them to the extreme.
Jeeves, I've seen enough. Pre-order 10 copies.
Jeeves, by the studio, so I'm the only one who can play it.
Now, at the other end of the spectrum, is anybody excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon?
I
No?
haven't looked at this.
Didn't even know about it.
Okay,
Is
so
that-
let me ask you a very non-trolling question.
Okay.
Would it be too late to get into Pokemon at this point?
No, because they all follow the same formula, but they're just easy to pick up and play.
But aren't there like 7,000 Pokemon now?
Yeah, it's like impossible to get all the Pokemon in one game anymore.
Do they still have all the original ones in the new Pokemons?
If you can, apparently, because they've just released Red and Blue on the Wii, on the 3DS eShop, so you can download them, and then if you get the Pokemon in them ones, you can then transfer them across into Sun and Moon.
Oh, God, there's just too many.
So how do they explain what happened to the original Pokemon?
Oh, they're still there. It's in every Pokemon is in a different region, so there's different Pokemon in each region.
But so you can't get all the Pokemon that ever existed in one game.
You could, feasibly, if you had them on different games from across the generations.
And if you could transfer them.
Yeah,
But you can't transfer them, so you can't.
you can.
How do I get my Game Boy Color games to my 3DS?
Magic.
Nah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do it,
You're
but
full of shit.
isn't there? There must be about 1,000 Pokemon by now.
How many did they start out
Probably.
with? 40?
150.
151.
Then they added Mew.
Yeah.
And then there's Mewtwo.
And then
No, Mewtwo was 150.
and there was Gold and Silver.
You
and
know
they had
all of the
added
Pokemon's
another-
numbers?
I know there's quite a lot of the originals.
What number is Squirtle?
7?
I was going
I'd
to say
say 4.
How do I fact check this?
Go to the Pokedex.
Google.
Just go to google.co.uk.
No. I'm going to go to
Let me just consult my Pokedex.
people. That's what you need.
Squirtle Pokédex. Here we go. Squirtle is number 7.
Yes!
Good job, Tom.
Okay, what is Charmander?
4.
I like
He
4
probably is
for that one.
4.
4. Damn it. Is Pikachu 1?
It's Bulbasaur number
No.
1.
Well, Pikachu's like 15, I think.
Pikachu wasn't a big deal in the original game. It's because of the cartoon that Pikachu is a big deal.
I've expended all of the names of Pokemon that I know.
What?
Have you never played these?
Never.
You would
Did
Did
love
you never
them.
watch the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to watch the show all the time, but I didn't retain the names of the Pokemon.
The games
I
are
used to
really
have-
Who's
good.
that Pokemon?
What, Jess?
Who's that Pokemon?
No, well, I watched one that had Ash and
It's
Misty
Chelsea!
and Team
Yeah,
Rocket.
During the show, they had like, who's that Pokemon? And they would show you an outline. Was it who or guess the Pokemon?
Who?
Who's that
Ew.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
And then the adverts would come, and then you'd have to guess during the adverts what that Pokemon was.
It's Charmander.
And then he did a little noise. Whatever. Every Pokemon had their own, like, cry.
Charmander.
Is that what he said?
Isn't he like Char something?
Something like that.
I need
The
to
games were
watch
great,
it
Eric.
again.
The games are really fun. Like, I played them just non-stop when I was a kid. The first Red and Blue and Gold and Silver were the ones I
We
played the
tried
most.
to play Yellow on the show, and I made it about 8 minutes in.
Yeah, you hated your life.
Oh, man.
Eric, X and Y on 3DS are so good.
How long are they?
Very.
You're not selling me on it.
You like long RPGs?
Yeah, but
How
when
long?
I've got 15 of them to play,
I'll play this, and then I'll get Sun and Moon when they come out.
can I get...
Back in the day, I actually used to have Pokemon trading card game, the video game.
Oh,
Oh,
I've never
really?
played that.
Really, and it was just like they had the rules of the card game, but it was like a normal Pokemon adventure where you could go around the overworld and stuff and fight people.
So it's
And
like
make your
super
own-
for people who don't
your-
have friends to play Pokemon cards with.
Yeah, so it's a video game based on a card game, based on a video game, based on a show.
Yes, but no, the show is based on the video game.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. It is a video game based on a card game, based on a show, based on a video game.
Yeah, it was a good game though. It was.
Dan, did you play Pokemon X and Y?
Yes,
They're 32 hours long, those games.
played.
I think...
I generally what I do right is when I'm going away somewhere, I'll buy one of the Pokemon games because I know it's going to keep me for that entire duration of that trip.
Yeah.
So,
Or
like,
you
on the
could
way to
enjoy
Japan,
your
I just
vacation.
played. No, I just played on the when they're traveling. For example, when I go to Australia in a few weeks, I'll probably get a long 3DS game just to tidy me over on the plane.
Like Bravely Second.
Yeah, perhaps.
Mm.
If Sun and Moon were out, I would get them, but they're not. So
Why do they do it in two pieces? Do you have to buy both of them?
Cancel
different Pokemon appear in different games?
That is just a cash cow that they are milking to death.
Yeah, but there's
How are
always one
people
that's
not in
cool,
uproar
but
about that? People get all pissed off about DLC for a video game, but then they release two full-fledged Pokemon games that are the same thing. But this one's got
But
two
can't you
different Pokemon.
trade back and forth?
Yeah,
the
but then you
idea,
trade
yeah,
with
the
your
idea with
friends.
Pokemon is you trade between each game. And with the 3DS has online connectivity constantly, so you can just link up with someone and trade a Pokemon with them. Whereas
So-
back in the day, you had to plug in two Game
This
Boy Colors
cable.
together.
So if I bought Sun and you bought Moon and you collected all of the ones from Moon and I collected all the ones from Sun, we could just trade them and I wouldn't have to buy the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's
the
better.
idea.
Because you pick it based on the ones that are there, like your
Well, how do you know
favorites.
which ones are in there?
Well,
Back
it was
of the box.
easier. It
There's
was easier back in
themes,
the day.
Yeah.
Look on the back.
Each one will come with a unique legendary Pokemon. That's what kind of sells it.
Oh.
So,
Mm.
like on Gold and Silver, there was Ho-Ho and Lugia. So you could get either of those two, depending on which one you bought. And
I feel like this is a train I need to at least try to jump on at some point.
they are very
Yeah.
good games. Like they haven't evolved much over the years. They always follow the same plot. There's always a stupid organization who will tell you how to break into their secret base and foil all their plans. Every time. Like, literally, Eric, there's a guy who usually standing outside going, I wonder where I put that key, which opens the doors of our secret base, which is behind that tapestry in that cafe.
That sounds intelligent.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're approachable. And then the Pokemon games generally have a really good after-game aspect to them as well, where you can keep playing and explore new areas. Like, the best one, in my opinion, is Gold and Silver, because in Gold and Silver, after you beat all the gym leaders and won the Pokemon League, you could then go to the original area of Red and Blue and explore that and get all the badges again,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
which was
cool.
really cool. And
Damn.
then you could fight Ash from the cartoon, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Listening to you talk about Pokemon has got to be what it's like for you listening to me talk about Mega Man.
Sorry, man. Just showing a bit of
No,
enthusiasm.
it's
for Pokemon.
impressive.
I have a lot of Pokemon knowledge. We used to play the card game to death back in the day, me and my friends.
Yeah, me too.
When we first
I still-
got them, we just used to like say, "Oh, this I had Charizard," which everybody was jealous of, by the way, because that was super rare. And it does 100 damage. So I just say it does 100 damage and you're dead. But then we finally figured out the rules, and we spent an entire summer just playing Pokemon. We had a championship going on and everything. It was great.
You made up the rules.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't they come with rules?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We eventually did the rules after we figured out how it worked, but we were just collecting them for the sake of collecting them. Eventually, at the start, then we all developed our own decks and just relentless battle over that entire summer. It was great.
I can't remember if it was actually popular in elementary school or if it was
It was
just
huge
not
over
Oh,
here.
it
as
was
popular.
so popular over here.
When did that all come about? Like what year?
I was like 13, 2000 and...
No, it was junior school, so it was about
I know.
nine. It was about 1999 ish.
See,
I thought it was earlier than that.
Oh, man. I can't
I
remember.
mean, I don't even know how much my mum and dad must have spent on them cards. So about £2.50
yeah.
a pack, and I had loads. I've still got them somewhere.
I've still
I
got my
wish I could find
Charizard.
mine.
See, that
Still got
never.
one.
I just don't ever remember that being a thing in my middle school at all.
96.
See, I would have been in 5th grade going into 6th grade.
I was like
I
12.
can't believe
when I
you've
was
never got
collecting
into
them.
these, Eric. You would love these games if you really delved into it. It's got so much depth despite it being so simple.
I was too busy skateboarding.
So was I. I used to skateboard and do both.
Like play Pokemon games while you're skateboarding.
Yeah, man.
Badass.
Me and my friend, right, is an example of like when we get both games. I think I had red and he had blue, and we actually got all 151 of the original Pokemon. That's how obsessed we were with these games back in the day.
Well, Dan, I will make you a deal.
Okay,
Are you ready for this?
yes.
When you purchase the Pokemon, you tell me which one you buy, and I will buy the opposite.
Okay.
And we will trade Pokemon.
Ah, it's a beautiful moment.
Can you write like special notes to the person you send it to when you give them the Pokemon?
Yes, and you can also give them stupid nicknames as the person
I
you trade
hate
with
that.
cannot
Oh, I used to
change.
hate that. I never gave nicknames.
So I
Never.
could give it a nickname, and you really wouldn't know what its real name is.
Well, I would probably know because
Sometimes.
I think you
Sometimes
can still look at the
you
name
can
of the
trade
Pokédex.
Pokemon.
What time?
But if you, go ahead, Tom.
No, I was just going to say, sometimes you can trade Pokemon with trainers in the game, and then they've given their Pokemon a nickname, and you have to stick with it, and you can't change it.
Ugh.
Yeah, but you can't get these Pokemon any other way apart from trading with these people.
Yeah.
So.
It's so annoying.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Oh
side note.
man.
Side note on nicknames.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that's my deal for you.
Sounds good.
I will hold up my end of the deal.
Well, I'm probably going to get Sun, so you get Moon.
What if I want Sun?
I want Sun.
Dude, you literally just said I'll get the opposite.
Damn it.
Working out well.
Yeah. When do they come out?
Holidays, apparently.
Oh, damn, that's a long time.
I know.
You have so much time to go through the couch cushions.
You can play through Heart Gold and Soul Silver for now.
And X, Y, and Z, and blue, and silver,
Black
and
and
red,
white.
and yellow.
Pick up a copy of X and play that. See what you think of it.
Pokemon X. Is that for DS or 3DS?
3D.
We'll just play the original. Blue. Black, red and
Yeah,
blue.
the originals have just come out as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they just remade them?
No, there is a remake
Fire Red and Leaf Green.
for
Game
DS
Boy
or Game Boy
Advance.
Advance.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. So there's always those.
Wait, you
Oh,
just said
this-
the originals just came out again. What do you mean?
They've released them on the 3DS eShop this week because it's Pokemon's 20th anniversary.
Well, yeah, I'll just get it on there then. Which one should I get?
Red.
Yeah, I had Red.
But these are very dated now. So
They kind of have that Link's Awakening feel to them, just that overworld map.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it all looks.
Yeah.
do you not know anything about Pokemon, Eric? Do you not know that they evolve and stuff and turn into different ones?
I do know that they have 3 phases.
Not all of them do.
Okay,
Not
well,
all of them.
some of them. They have
Some of
up
them only
to-
evolve into certain conditions. It's got a lot of depth.
Oh yeah, like on Gold and Silver you can have night mode, and then different things happen at night. Different Pokemon come out at night and stuff. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Pokemon? Twitch Plays Pokemon?
Oh, that was great.
Oh yeah.
They actually finished it, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Amazingly. Wow.
No way.
For anybody who didn't see this, Twitch Plays Pokemon was basically somebody modded Pokemon. So through a Twitch chat stream, they could control Pokemon and actually try and get through the game using this chat stream. And I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
They did it with
Because they
Dark
would just
Souls,
type
too.
like left, right, up, down. I think. But they released. Who did they release? I can't remember. Like a really super important Pokemon, and then a Moonstone. Huh?
Clefairy?
No. Oh no.
But Eric, speaking of Dark Souls, did you hear that they're making a 2D version called Slashy Souls?
No. Is that like officially being made?
You alright, Jess? Jess?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, anyway, this is a 2D kind of mobile game, I think.
Slashy Souls.
Slashy Souls. It was trademarked months ago, and they've just done it, apparently.
Did you see the $129 guide that's coming out for Dark Souls 3?
Yeah, with the Estus flask.
Yeah, but it's not like it's just a resin garbage flask.
It looks proper shit.
Speaking of proper shit, what did we play this week?
Shut
How
up.
many proper shits did you have in this game?
Okay, so since this is Jess's game for the week, I'm going to hand the reins over to her. And
Okay.
you get to talk about what the hell you made us play this week.
I feel like it's not that bad. I think you're being a little dramatic right now.
I am being a little dramatic. I will change my song in a few minutes.
Did everyone play Sims 2?
Yes.
In some
Yes.
capacity, yes.
Okay. So, if you have never played The Sims, it is a highly addictive game where you basically control people's lives and make them do some fucked up shit. And that's pretty much it.
Directly from the
It
back
started
of the
off
box.
so well, it just went down. Wow.
Yep.
But because they're the two modes, right? The story and then, like, I guess it's all just story,
Well-
but you can control a specific family and create families.
It's
That's
interesting because I'd never really played anything past the original Sims. And it was so different. I actually played 3 different Sims games this week just because I wanted to get the full gamut. And then Dan reminded me, like, yeah, it's not retro enough.
okay. Which 3 did you play?
So I started out with The Sims 3 because I had it on Origin when they were giving it away. So I made Sir Chester von Waldingham, founder, co-founder, and heir to the Waldingham Biscuit Empire.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So when Sims 3 wasn't retro enough, what did you play instead?
Then out of spite, I dug out a super old laptop that I had, spent an hour looking for the charging cable for it, and then propped it on my lap in such a way that the cable would balance just right so it would actually charge, and installed the shit out of the original Sims game
Oh, man.
and played
Oh
it.
wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Bet
God.
that hasn't aged well.
No, oh God, no, it didn't. And it was really interesting in there because I remember playing that in 2000 when it first came out, and being really impressed by all of the technology that was in there, like the big screen TV that took up half the wall, and then like the big audio cassette players and the boom boxes. I'm like, this is really cool. And I look at it now and I go, okay, I have a fireplace. I want to put a TV above it, but I can't put a TV above it because I need a whole other house to put this TV in. Did you guys
it's
see
just-
the picture of
What do
the
you
house
mean?
that I built?
No.
Well, I sent
No.
you a picture of me
Did you?
playing The Sims, but if you actually zoom in
Oh.
on the picture,
You did. It looked like Roman ruins.
yes. So I unfortunately didn't get to name this guy, but he was very special. He had an affinity for fireplaces.
Oh, my God. That's so ugly.
Yeah, it's awful. I mean, what is your house like? Because I'm worried now.
It's just like this, excess. I find one thing I like and just go excess on it. So,
have you got a jungle gym in your house?
oh boy, that was a treat to try to get in there because the jungle gym can only be put outside. So what I had to do is I had to tear down the whole northern wall, and I had to erase carpet so the game thought that section was outside because it wasn't enclosed. So then I placed it and then rebuilt the wall and put the carpet back in.
Nice.
The amount of effort you went through.
Nice.
But here's the kicker. Nobody will use it now. The game says, yeah, we found out what you're doing. So as I was building my indoor swimming pool, my dude decided to walk into a section, and I wasn't even really paying attention that he was there, and I built the pool around him. And I just went, well, you're stuck there now, I guess. So he decided he was hungry, so I threw a fridge down in the middle of this little platform for him. He's like, I got to take a crap. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll give you a toilet. And they said, no, you can't place a toilet there because you have to have a wall. So I put one wall behind the toilet. And then he took a crap, and he's like, well, now I'm not very hygienic. So I'm like, fine, I'll give you a sink. And then I figured, you know what, I better just give him the rest of it. So I gave him a shower, too. And that's where he's going to spend the rest.
Is.
Yeah, it's a stand-up shower.
I see.
So you've imprisoned a sim in a horrendous cycle.
Oh, yeah, and then what I did, he's got a girl that lives with him, and she went in and she would walk around the pool and try to talk to him, and then she'd go and play pool on the pool table and get a drink. Just walk.
Amazing.
Just
You also
torment
have almost $10 million as well.
Oh, yeah, he's super rich.
Because we
Did
didn't
you
use
put
the
the cheat in
Rosebud
it?
cheat.
No, absolutely not. I mean, he got a really high-paying job.
Well, yeah, okay, if he is the founder of the biscuit company.
Well, no, that's the guy from Sims 3.
Oh, okay, so
Sims
where's this
3 allow
fortune
you
come
to
from then?
Develop a bio like that.
He developed a very unique strain of the rose, and he would plant it in his house, and then he would sell it off for a lot of money. But he wouldn't sell the whole rose. It
hilarious.
was just the bulb, or the bud, if you will.
I like 4 drinks cabinets.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
What if you have 4
Yeah.
people over?
good point. I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Eric, did you
God
play
damn
the
it.
Sims 2 on PS2 as well?
I tried.
It's atrocious.
Well, hold on. I tried, and I got... Cause I didn't have the actual disc, and I wasn't going to pay $10 for a game I was going to put like 30 seconds into.
Cheap bastard.
Oh. Should we get started on you?
No.
Okay. So I tried the emulated version of it, but none of the menus would show up. So then I resorted to the PSP version.
See, I started playing the Sims 2 on PC, and I don't know, it must be a thing to do with Windows 10. It just crashes.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you try to create a sim.
Oh.
Yep. My Sims 3 crashed constantly. I could hardly get anything done.
No. And I wasn't prepared.
brutal.
One of the most important things to me was creating a sim who looked absolutely ridiculous. So I couldn't
you saw
get through that section, so then I was just like, I'm not playing this.
Your Sim was quite hideous.
It was.
Yeah.
Did I send you
Very
guys
Was
a
he the
grotesque.
picture?
bulbous nose one? Oh no, he was the ginger one, wasn't he?
He had a ginger afro,
Yeah.
With suspenders.
suspenders, and a
Yeah,
board
And
yeah.
a
tie.
fanny pack.
And a fanny pack.
Fanny pack.
Did I send you the picture? Yeah, I sent you one of Chester Von Waldingham that I made, right?
He was
Yeah.
the one with the big nose.
Oh, and that thing curled straight up into his forehead.
That's hilarious.
And he had his cigar jacket on.
That's beautiful.
I didn't use a cheat with him and made him go into town, and he, on his road to rags to riches, he acquired the very prestigious job title of podium polisher.
So wrong.
Oh, I love it. I played the PSP edition. That was the only one I played, which was kind of mini game based, like little missions and goals. You can't really. It's not the same as building the house and then getting the personality and a job and stuff. It was more you're just put into a situation.
It's really weird.
Did you play the PSP one?
Yeah, I put about 3 hours into it, 4 hours into it.
Is it the
That
same
sounds
one
like
where
a
you
PS2
start
one
off
as well.
and you're driving through like an Arizona desert, and then you break down, and you have to go to a garage and then get your car fixed up and
then
stuff.
you come out and suddenly the garage is missing, and
yes,
you have to hitch a ride into town with a police officer, but the only way he'll give you a ride is if you find some donuts, and the only donuts in the entire curio shop, aka gas station, are in the bathroom garbage. So you have to get those out of there, give them to him, and then some crazy lady who's leaving Stranger Town just gives you her $900,000 house
for whatever money you have at the time.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
And the person whose house that is the woman from the first game. Like, I can't remember her name is Bella or something. One of the first families from the original Sims game.
Oh, the big mansion.
I think that's right.
Yeah, is it Bella? Like, I can't remember. Yeah, it's just so bizarre, and you have to play these stupid little social games with the people you meet, which is basically like they talk about, say, music, and then you have to press the right key that matches the music note, and then congratulations, next part of the social game.
Well, and sometimes it's more of an association thing, too. The deeper you get into it with the person, they'll show like a bag of money, and then the next one will be a cash register that you have to press. So the images don't always line up.
Or a flipper, and then like a fried egg or something.
Yeah.
Or
so weird.
Oh.
It's really not a Sims game at all.
No.
The PS2 version's completely different. On the PS2 version, there is a story mode. But in story mode, what you basically have to do is you get dumped in a house with some roommates, and then it introduces you to the concept of having wants and aspirations, and you have to fulfill these and get your meter up to gold or platinum, I can't remember which one. And when you do that, you unlock a new location, and then, of course, when you unlock this new location, you can just move into that house. Do it all over again. You get new wants and aspirations to get.
That sounds even worse.
Yeah, I remember the PS2 game.
But the worst thing about the PS2 version is because an integral part of The Sims is, I think, speeding it up. Because to speed it up on the Sims 2 PS2 version, you hold R1. But when you do, it just goes nuts. It just can't keep up. So before you know it, you've lost about 8 hours because you guys just sitting on the shitter.
That's a long crap.
Did anyone else have
it just completely breaks down to a standstill. It's great.
Did we have what, Jess?
their sim pee their pants? Because that happened to mine.
Let me tell you about Lord Snooty. That was the second sim that I made in the PSP version. So he gets in. The first thing he does is he meets his housekeeper. And she says, okay, you know, there's ghosts in the house. You need to figure out how to get rid of them. Well, I wanted to try to flirt with her, but she was in the bathroom. So I walk in, try to flirt with her while she's on the toilet. She completely rejects me. So then as soon as she gets up on her way to wash her hands, I start intimidating her, and she gets really pissed off, and my conversation level with her goes to 0. So I said, you know what? I need to go get some air. So I walk over to meet the neighbors. He's reading a book. He ignores me, won't talk to me about what he's reading. So I immediately go out onto his front step and piss my pants all over the place.
Did you plan that, or was it just like coincidental?
It
His
just
meter
kind of
was
happened.
up?
As soon as I walked out the door, he's like, oh, God.
That's amazing.
And then it happened again when the... Tom, did you make it far enough in where you had to start figuring out who killed this... Like, if this woman killed her husband?
No, I didn't.
So your house is haunted by ghosts, and each of the ghosts is a spirit of one of your neighbors. And in the middle of this cul-de-sac, there's a graveyard. It's the weirdest neighborhood ever. And the first one you have to go is you have to find out what happened to the remains of this guy named Dennis. And you go over to Dennis's old house, and his wife is there, already with a new fiance, and you have to start uncovering the mystery of what happened to Dennis. So she hires you, or she tells you to go talk to her new fiance, who then hires you to do chores around the house. And in the process of these chores, you find clues, like you plant some garlic, and when you go to harvest it, you find a pacemaker. Or you have to cook some hot dogs. So you open the fridge, and there's a note saying, hey, my wife is trying to kill me. Or you go clean the bathroom, and crammed down in the sink is a ring. And I made it through all of that, and then I gave him some hot dogs, so he was eating, and then he decided to do the dishes, and I wanted to shake his hand to say bye, and I peed my pants in his kitchen. It's just
That's
never.
amazing.
I don't really ever attend to my Sims' needs, so they just kind of do what they need to do wherever. But if you don't attend to their needs in this one, you have your sanity meter, which is the diamond on the bottom left. So talking to people, interacting, completing things, and just keeping yourself healthy increase your sanity meter. But if it hits 0, you actually get hauled away to the psychiatric ward, and they take all your money. And they dump you back on the doorstep, and you're just bonkers crazy.
Can they die?
I don't know. I didn't put that much time into it.
Well, you can die on the original Sims.
Yeah.
You can also get abducted by aliens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't you just get turned into a gravestone?
Yeah,
And then-
wherever you are, the
and then you
gravestone just
click.
pops up.
Yeah, and then if you control another character, you can click on the gravestone and select mourn.
I think in The Sims 2 they introduced the concept of having different ages. Was that?
Yeah,
was that in the
'cause-
first one?
Yeah.
My guy's a senior right now. He's a beautiful
Yeah.
character named
The-
Lascivious.
The Sims was always about expansions. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
having all those expansion packs. Like, if you played the original Sims without anything, it's really limited and, like,
think I
you
had
can't really do
the-
that much.
I think I had the live in large and then the vacation package.
I have
Well,
The Sims 2
such-
with Christmas stuff and pets.
I found the complete one, but there is just so much that like
Yeah.
it's such a money grab. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
look at The Sims
Yeah.
3 on Origin. There's like 15 packs,
Wait.
and they're all $20 a piece.
yeah.
There's like for Sims 3, there's like IKEA packs where you like
Yeah, there's
you-
H&M too. For
So
one
if
of
the
them.
Yeah.
Sim
I can't
goes to
remember.
build something and it falls apart.
But with like, when I had The Sims 2 on PC, I just used to mod the hell out of it and put like crazy stuff in it that modders had created because there's such a huge modern community around
That's
The Sims.
hilarious.
I think
Yeah.
my interest with The Sims has definitely waned. When it first came out, it was a super new concept. Like, this is really cool. I like designing the houses and making things look cool and
Yeah.
just experiencing
See-
the game. But now it's just so boring.
See, Eric, this is my problem with it. I feel when The Sims 3 came out, when you could go to towns and stuff, I just feel like that's unnecessary. It's just far too many steps to manage.
Well, in The Sims
Like-
3,
Yeah.
your characters will actually age.
Same with 2.
Yeah.
Do they do?
You're just on about this, Eric.
No,
Did you go to sleep?
but you were talking like they introduced the concept of age where you can select what age they are.
No, they
Yeah.
go through stages and you have to like you want their whatever value to be high when they age, so then they become a good adult. But
Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree, Dan. Like, if you have to go to town and do all this other stuff and meet all these new people, you then
There's just not enough time because when you're in the
Yeah.
middle of talking to somebody, your guy will like need a piss or start to stink or something, and then you'll have to.
start a
It's like-
stink.
It's just like real life. It's hard to keep all those bars green and get everything done before the end of the day.
And Lord
Again.
forbid
Half
you
the
have
time you
more
end up
than
going
one
to sleep
sim.
at 2:00 in the
And if-
afternoon.
Freaking job or pets.
Again,
Pets are
just like real life.
irritating. And
I
the
liked-
baby.
I liked the original Sims where shit would just go so horribly wrong. Your guy would just be cooking popcorn in the microwave and the house would catch on fire.
I had that happen to me.
And if
Oh,
anyone else
yeah.
is in the bedroom sleeping, well, they're dead.
It's if you had a cheap cooker that would catch fire. It was just little life lessons, like you get what you pay for,
Yeah.
and like you have to call the emergency services, but your sim is losing his shit so much he doesn't get to the phone in time.
Or the phone is burnt up.
But yeah,
It was a lot of fun. We used to get together and play it with friends and just be stupid with it, but I don't think I ever actually played it to be super serious about it.
So with this, did you try? Because I know we had joked about who can have the most kids. Did anyone try to do that?
No.
I couldn't.
I tried to
see-
sleep with the most amount of people I could.
And how many
I had
kids?
like no kids because you have to like marry them, and my sim was not
Yeah.
about that life.
Oh, she's all about that, huh?
No, I played a guy because I thought we were going to try to have enough kids, and I was like, well, man, I have to spread my seed. Like, being a woman is going to hold you back in this game.
Oh man, that's what the fast forward button's for, though.
Yeah, true. But whatever. My sim was a creepy goth guy. I
What
was
was
going to
his
give him a
name?
tour bus.
Lascivious?
Yeah.
What was his
Really?
story?
Um, he was just a player.
Just a player, just a
Oh yeah.
hustler, huh?
Yeah, I think I had like 15 lovers. It's pretty good.
That's. Oh.
But then they get
How'd you-
mad at you when they see you
How'd you
with each
keep all
other.
those relationships at like plus 90 and also, go for a piss and stuff like that?
I kind of just would ditch them after a while. Because they
Okay,
would
one by
see
one.
you out and about with another one, and you're like, shit, don't kiss me right now. But
Just like real life, Jess.
I know.
Just like real
Don't hate the
life.
player, hate the game.
Amazing.
I don't. Yeah, I'm
Did you
glad.
guys?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to change the subject, so you can go.
I was going to say I'm glad we played it, but these simulation type games, I think as I age and have less time for them, they're not as fun.
Fair.
That's fair enough.
But what about like Fallout with their settlements and stuff? Like I get addicted to that. It's bad.
But it's so janky, Fallout settlements, that I can't invest any time into it. I imagine
it
on
was
PC
great.
it's easier, but on console it's
True.
nah.
I thought it was great. I loved the Fallout settlement stuff. I think it was. I don't know if it was just the whole concept of having to keep relationships up and maintain the needs of the people. I like simulation stuff. I love the Roller Coaster Tycoon, the settlement
yeah.
building stuff. But when
Yeah.
it's like down to the minutia of what you're doing, that's when it's just like, oh, you have to poop again?
And as they get older, it is so frustrating because my dude's bladder is so small now.
Can they fall and break their hips?
I don't know. But did you guys ever play like SimCity?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
SimCity 2000 was my jam.
Yeah.
On the Super Nintendo.
Oh, I had it PC. That would be brutal, I think, on Nintendo.
Oh, I had it for the Amiga. Yeah. Old school. Yeah. Because basically, around the time of like 16-bit era in the UK, computers were really popular as well, like Amigas and Atari STs and stuff.
Oh.
These are like computers that took floppy disks and stuff. But like, because they were sold to people as your kid can play games, but they can also do their homework. And so loads of kids would be like, "Can we get a computer?" And parents would buy it, and obviously you wouldn't do any homework on it, just play games. But yeah, they were really good, Commodore Amigas. But I don't think they're very popular stateside.
I don't recognize the name.
No, I think it was more a Brit thing.
But-
Yeah. But yeah,
But I found
SimCity was
that
great.
fun, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even realize there was a Super Nintendo edition. How does that even
No,
work?
me neither.
It actually wasn't too terrible. It's just it was pretty much the exact same game. It was just manipulating things with the D-pad instead of a mouse.
See, I find I can't do any sort of like fine motor manipulation with a controller. I get really
No,
frustrated.
RTS games on console are atrocious.
Yeah. I remember trying to
I
play
used
Command
to-
and Conquer on PS1.
I used to have Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Oh,
On
I had
PS1.
Dune for the Sega Genesis, and that game was great.
Oh, yeah. Dune is awesome. I had it for the Amiga again.
I gotta see what this thing looks like.
It was
This
really
podcast
good on the
is
Amiga.
Sponsored by Amiga.
It was seriously fucking good. You're going to think it looks like shit, the computer.
It looks like a big old Mac.
I mean, it's just a huge keyboard with a massive power pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really good for their time.
What was its operating system?
Workbench,
Amiga
it was called.
OS.
Yeah,
OS.
Amiga OS, and they had these programs called Workbench, which were like a paint program, music making, like a Word doc kind of software.
Never seen one of these, Tom.
Really?
No.
They were really big down here. But
Down here, you say that as if it's so far away.
I
It
love
is.
that
it
mouse.
is. Oh yeah, you could plug like Mega Drive controllers into it and stuff, and it would work fine. So
Huh.
it was good computer. Had games like Civilization and Populous. Don't know if you guys remember those.
I had Populous. I never knew how to play it.
Yeah, same here.
What is it?
It was so hard. You were basically a god, and you had to like.
You're controlling people on a book.
Yes,
I don't know what to do.
Oh.
It's a book.
that was about it.
See, I used to really like Black and White.
Oh, Black and White was so good. Because you
Oh,
could
wow.
take your big thumb and like squish people.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
How Peter Molyneux has fallen. Bless him.
Overpromise, underdeliver. It was the acorn is when he really started to fall.
Have you not heard the
Guys-
latest thing about Goddess?
No.
Oh, it's been an ongoing saga. Because you remember when he did that Curiosity What's Inside the Cube thing?
Yeah.
The guy who won that was meant to be involved with Goddess.
Uh-huh.
And he was meant to be the god of Goddess and have like a cut of the profits and stuff, but Peter Molyneux completely over-exaggerated everything again, and the game wasn't finished properly, and then this guy, they kept like not being in contact with him, didn't get him involved and stuff, and then what they've had to do is completely rework Goddess and release it as an early access game, and it's just complete shit.
It's been kind of garbage since the beginning.
I know, and it's just been this long ongoing saga with this poor guy called Brian Henderson from the UK, and this guy just doesn't care. He doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. But
Jesus.
because Peter Molyneux is just such an idiot, and Peter Molyneux actually got so bad that he said, "Right, I'm going to stop doing press interviews now because I can't. I always say the wrong thing."
Really?
Really?
No way.
So
He needs a
really,
Jeeves to write his speeches for him.
it's just been this long, ongoing, horrible saga.
Poor guy.
Poor Peter. Well, do we have any final thoughts on The Sims?
Shit.
Get it?
Don't
I
get
thought it was fun.
It was fun. It was nice to go back and relive an old memory, but some memories are best
I
left.
didn't enjoy the PS2. I would have preferred playing the PC version.
Yeah.
Yeah. The PSP one was
Had the
weird.
Sims 3 not crashed every 20 seconds, probably would have played it a little more.
I
Is there a Sims
honestly
4?
would have played it a lot on PC if it didn't crash. I think.
I'm fully counting this as a completed game, just to let you guys know.
I don't.
What was
Difficult
your
to give out the
one
shit bullet star
comment?
this week?
My one comment was, how ironic is it that Jess picks the one game that actually has no ending? Way to go, Jess.
Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. We have... Man, I read this email and I'm dreading reading it. Just because it's going to spark some stupid conversation. We have an email if you want to send it to us, factoryseal@manatank.com. This comes from Brian. He says, "Hi, Factory Seal crew. I wanted to write something about how the Mega Man games changed my life while growing up. But I have unfortunately never played any of them. My only exposure to Mega Man was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where he and Roll are playable characters, and watching the GDQ, or Games Done Quick, charity speedruns of many of the Mega Man games. Though I must say the version of Roll they used in Street Fighter vs. Tekken turns into Rockman, if you know what I'm saying. I know what he's saying. Well, on the subject of Mega Man, have you guys ever seen the box art worse than the North American release of Mega Man?
Didn't we talk about this as well?
Isn't the really bad box art the North American one?
I think so.
But he's
The
saying
one
it's-
where he looks like an old man.
Yeah, but he's saying there's one that's worse than that.
Oh.
You should have sent it in the email.
Is it?
What one does he
box
say is
art.
worse?
Is it? Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Is it this one maybe?
Oh, the Mega Man 2 one's pretty bad.
I've never seen that box art. But he's
Oh god. That's bad.
that one's cooler than the original.
Is it?
Oh, God.
It's better than the... Because
State of the art high resolution graphics.
Oh man.
I don't
Every time we talk about box art, I just think of race driving.
race driving. That one was so bad.
I like Two Crude Dudes.
Too crude. Okay. His email goes on. As for The Sims, all I remember about that game is my sim having no time to do anything except work, eat, and sleep. Since he had no time to socialize, getting promoted in the career track was impossible. So he had to be content with being lonely in his 2-room hovel. When his happiness went down too much, I would make him play the computer until late into the night. When the computer was stolen, I built a small pool in the backyard, made him swim in it, and then deleted the pool stairs to put him out of his misery. Fun game.
I feel like that's what it is too. Like as an adult, it's just too like true to life. Like, oh, I don't have time to do anything but work. Oh,
Yeah.
I have to eat now. Oh, I have to maintain relationships. Life is not that fun.
He attached a quick 5-minute sketch of a Mega Man that he did. It's actually pretty good. Let's see if it'll drop it in there for you. Maybe. Oh, wait.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
Like a...
Let's make sure that's the right picture.
Is
Yeah,
it
you
like
don't want no dick pics.
No, that's in a different folder.
That's
That's
pretty good.
awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Brian, you are good at drawing.
You
Well
make
done.
pencil shapes good.
Very
Yes.
talented.
So that wasn't
That's
the email
cool.
that I thought it was. Sorry, I prefaced that with a little more angst.
Yeah, I was
Where's the
wondering
other
about
one? Jack?
It wasn't that bad.
No, here we go. Jack Grant. This is it. Hey everyone. Last week Dan asked for a stupid question, so here it is.
Oh, God.
This is your fault, Dan.
God damn it, Dan.
When you
I
wipe,
can't remember.
when you wipe after taking a dump, do you stand or sit? To clarify, the population is 50-50 on this for some reason. Keep up the great work, Jack Grant. P.S. More people should really start writing in.
What do you mean sit?
What do you mean stand?
Like a crouchy
Oh my
type of-
god.
stance.
We're about to find out more about
Okay.
each other right now.
But it's the exact same, like, we have it, ladies
I'll
have it
just-
a little different because we have to, like,
Oh, God, I don't even want to know.
This is
but
your
I
fault,
don't
Daniel.
understand.
Do you let me break this down? When you poop, and I know you poop, do you stand up off of the toilet to wipe your butt? Or do you stay seated and do like a one cheek lean?
Like, no, like a 3/4 standing
So you
is
stand.
what I want to say. Yeah. I don't understand this.
You
sit
are a
nonsense.
psycho.
So
I
I
stand.
will say I do a bit of both, depending on how I'm feeling.
Who stands?
Always
Who
stand.
sits? That's so
Always
awkward.
stand.
So, like, your hand actually goes into the toilet.
It's
No.
easier access.
No, like a one cheek lean, like you lean to the side.
That requires effort.
No.
Standing requires effort, and then when
Not
you
really.
stand, like if it was messy, like things get all mushed around.
But
Man.
your hand
No.
literally goes into the toilet bowl.
No.
Yeah.
We've sunk to new
Ah.
laws.
So according to the show, it's more like 75-25. I can't believe
Yeah.
standing's a thing.
I don't understand that sitting's a thing. Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand how that would happen.
I don't understand that sitting's a thing.
Eric, I understand both. Just,
He's-
I would-
Dan's
Very
go with sitting
diplomatic.
so it can be 50-50.
okay, sitting.
There you go.
Might possibly be the dumbest question we've ever had.
Thank you, Jack.
Next
We
week,
settled that
everyone, can we please have an intelligent question?
Good lord.
I don't know.
Speaking of next week, Eric,
Yes.
what is our game?
Next week, we are playing Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit for the PC / PS2.
Why is the slash?
Well, because Indigo Prophecy was the name it was released under for PS2. But wasn't
And
it called
in-
Fahrenheit in the non?
in the UK, it's
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
So
In Europe, yeah.
there's an HD remake, kind of.
It's a remaster. It's a
Remaster.
remaster.
Of the game on Steam / GOG. So that's what I'm going to be playing because apparently it's got new content.
Yeah,
And it doesn't
just looks
look
a lot
like
better.
a fuzzy old butt.
It's a bit sharper, yeah.
Have you guys played this before?
No.
I've only played the first hour
No.
before.
Have you played
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain or Beyond?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is made by the same people. It's one of their first games.
Oh,
Quantic
really?
Dream.
Yeah, Quantic Dream.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a completely batshit.
It's really cool. It is a very cool game. From what I remember, the story kind of takes a crap at the end, but I played it a
see.
long time ago.
Did you play Beyond, Eric?
Beyond didn't really hook me. I played about 3/4 of the way through it. I watched my sister play through it.
I actually really liked it.
I got near the end of Beyond, but I just couldn't. I didn't like how it shifted in the timeline so much.
Heavy
I
Rain
think,
was fantastic, though.
yeah,
Heavy
amazing.
Rain was really good. I just didn't like the end of Heavy Rain.
Oh, the ending was fantastic.
loved
I did
it.
not
The
see that
ending
coming.
again.
Oh, we're not going to spoil that.
Yeah, because it makes
No.
no sense. That's why you didn't see it coming.
It makes total sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love-
the sewer thing?
No, when you find out who the killer is.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
to Google this. I can't remember.
It's
I
the
didn't see it
person you
coming.
would
I loved
least
it.
expect it to be.
Jason!
But they
Jason!
re-released Beyond for PS4, and they changed the game so that it was in chronological order, so it makes more sense now. Apparently,
Has that come out yet?
Yeah, it's on PSN.
Haven't they
20
remastered Heavy Rain as well?
No.
Yeah,
No?
it's not out yet though. I'm not sure when it drops, but I think it might be coming out on with Heavy Rain as well as a PS4 remaster.
So, while Jess looks that up, I got in touch with Matt Ernie, who wants us to play Undertale, and it looks like we're going to have to do our show with him that first weekend in April. Because next week is Indigo Prophecy. That's not nearly enough time to make sure we all complete it, Jess. Then the week after that, Yam and I are in Vegas, but we will still do a show from Vegas.
So
That's
Sunday
exciting.
Sunday the 3rd of April.
Is that
And you can say, live from Vegas. Can you say that? That
we'll
should
probably be
a thing.
hungover pretty severely.
Can we? What are we playing for that week?
That's Red Faction.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you got to make sure you
Is
have
the
that
week
done
after
before.
that Sonic Adventure?
Well, hold on. I'm looking at the schedule. Yes. So Sonic Adventure is the 20th. We don't have a game for Jess for the 27th, and then we're going to push in on the 3rd of April, Matt Ernie's show for Undertale. So we all have a month to beat an 8-hour game.
I don't know, man.
But we're playing other games too.
Optimistic.
Yeah.
Find time.
And then after that scheduling, I'm gone for a month.
So you're going to miss out on Time Splitters,
Ah,
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Half-Life, and Broken Sword.
oh,
You're going to miss
Man.
out on some good games.
some bullshit right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
I may push Time Splitters to a different week so you can experience that with us.
Yay!
Depends on how much you annoy me in the next month.
Probably quite a bit, mate. To be honest.
Yeah. All right. Jess, did you figure out that plot twist we're talking about?
Yeah, I had to Google it.
Yeah. Pretty sweet, huh? Anything else before we go?
Nope.
No, we have covered many topics of discussion.
Good. Let's talk about the Twitter for a second. Daniel,
Oh, hello, Eric.
how are you?
One is absolutely spiffing, thank you.
I got Tom groans every time.
Tom, shut up, or I'm going to get the Vikings to come round your house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They will rub their beards all over your face.
They're beads?
God,
Beards.
poor nightmare.
Beard.
Beard.
Personal hell.
Beard.
Bearder.
Where can we find you on Twitter?
beard.
At beard.
At beard. Oh, no. At frosted sloth.
Jessica.
I'm a Jess.
Thomas, where can we find you?
You can find me at Hyperjelly.
And you can find me at Honest Pizza.
Find factory sealed at factory _. And over there, you can also get a gosh darn cheeseburger.
I'm excited for people to the people who listen to the Factory Sealed Unwrapped. Oh man, we outline our whole plan of the gosh darn cheeseburger company,
They don't do wings.
and only really big cheeseburgers with sides of more cheeseburgers. But if you want in on that, you can check us out at patreon.com/factorysealed. Donate anywhere from $1 to whatever. We need to talk about some other games we want to give away because we have crested into giving away more games.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have a conversation about that. We'll probably push something out this week for a giveaway next week. Who knows what it'll be? Maybe a copy of Indigo Prophecy? Maybe?
It's a good idea.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week, I think. We'll probably see you all next week, hopefully.
Hopefully.
You're so decisive right now.
Yeah. I don't like to commit to anything long term.
Just babies.
Yeah, it's just babies and marriage and a podcast weekly for 4 years. Nothing too committal.
Yeah, it's going to be 5 years this year, isn't it?
That's disgusting.
With about 2.5 years in between of nothing happening.
But like 5 years that we've all known each other too.
Oh.
Aww. How cute.
Romantic.
We should hug.
Sweet. Virtual hug.
Is anybody hugging the laptop right now?
Tom and I will hug for everybody in Vegas.
Aw.
Don't want to know what you two are getting up to.
Oh, yeah, you do.
In my drunken state, there'll be a lot of hugging.
There will be a ton of hugging.
I think it's just going to be you two wandering around Vegas pretending to be posh.
I'm going to teach Tom the wonders of how to make it through Vegas without opening a single door for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That
We're
game,
just waiting for other people to go in front of you.
oh, that
Yeah.
game is a blast. Because if
But you're allowed
nobody's...
to use your feet, right?
No, you can't touch the door. If you touch the door, you lose a point. Every door you make it through without touching or opening for yourself, you get a point. Every time you have to open the door yourself, you lose 5 points. Or if a door touches you upon closing and you sneaking through, you lose 1 point.
Hilarious that you could just like screw someone over in this game, like sacrifice a point and shut the door right behind you.
Yep. So then they would have to stand there and either wait for somebody, which is really awkward because some of those walkways leading up to the doors are really long and there can be some gaps. So if you're just standing there and then somebody walks by and opens the door and you just walk in behind them, there's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I think I would just
expects
pretend
people
that
to
I
open
just...
doors for him anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, does that count if he has Jeeves open the doors?
So there is a rule if there are two options, if you have the automatic door and a manual door, you have to take the manual door.
Fair enough.
I like that. Like
so many hidden rooms.
peasants use those doors.
Game on, Thomas. Game on.
Okay.
All right. That's going to do it for this week. We'll see you all next week.